it's Mish. Welcome back to my channel where I like to bring you guys along with me while I navigate my faith, fitness, and financial journeys. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my goals for the remainder of the year, as well as giving you guys some tips to help you be successful while you're achieving your own goals. So I haven't always completed every goal that I've set for myself, but through trial and error, there are a few things that I've pinpointed that I think might help you have success where I experience failure. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to stick around and check out the rest of the video. So I see you decided to stick around. So for my fourth quarter goals, I have 4. One is to pay off my Wells Fargo credit card. One is to pay off one of my student loans. One is to be 155 pounds, which means I need to lose about 13 pounds. And then the last one is to strengthen my relationship with God by attending church weekly and reading my word on a more consistent basis. So as far as my October goals, I actually created a vision board for October. I wanted to make sure that I was focused on achieving certain things this month, and I thought it would just be fun to create a vision board and to keep that in a place that I see on a consistent basis. So I did create a vision board at the beginning of the year. It wasn't my typical type of vision board. So within my October goals is to pay off my One Nevada credit card, and that has some of my bills connected to it. So I'm going to pay it off, but it also, some bills are connected to it. The other one is to pay a certain amount towards my Wells Fargo credit card. I'm not sharing that number just yet because that's something that I'm working on the side as a whole debt little series that I'm going to be talking about, which I will discuss more in that video when it comes out. The other is to get down to 162 pounds. So that's roughly 6 pounds that I need to lose. So today I got on the scale and I actually weighed 167. So there's only 5 pounds that I need to lose for October. Hopefully your girl is going to lose it. The other one is to attend all 4 personal training sessions with the new trainer that I got. The other one is to attend 4 church sessions. And the last one is to finish the book of Matthew. I'm reading out of the New International Version, the Women's Study Bible. I will post a picture on the screen here. I really like this book. I think that it really gives a lot of extra details, but not too much to where that it's overbearing and it makes you be like, all right now, Bible. No, but it's actually really good. And I actually got this one from Target online and it was $27. Those are my goals for October. And I'm focused and locked in to completing every single goal on this checklist. But now that that's out the way, let's get into the execution of your goals. First things first, how do you execute your goal? So I'm a simplistic type of girl. Let's not overcomplicate the process. This is how you do it. You put this into action. Hopefully these are the results. So step number 1 is going to be to write down the plan, aka the goal. And once you have your plan written down, you need to make sure that you're revisiting this on a consistent basis. This isn't that type of emerald set it and forget it, hope that it happens because you really wanted it to happen when you written down. No, we're people of action. So we're going to do the things that we need to do in order to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. Goals written down. What's the next step? Let's come up with the why behind the goal. And I'm a big why person, and this why is going to be the determining factor in whether we will succeed with this goal or not succeed when it comes to this goal. Because there comes a point when you first get started and you have all this motivation and determination, and then once that stuff kind of fizzles out a little bit, your why is going to be the thing that's pushing you to keep going. If you don't have a big enough why, I can guarantee you're not going to follow through with that goal when you're consistently experiencing this self-doubt or things that you don't want to do. Why would you do something that you could care less about? Right? So make sure that your why is big enough. We have our goal, we have the why. Now we need to break the overall goal down into 3 or 4 smaller goals. So the reason that we're breaking the bigger goal down into smaller goals is so that it's digestible and that we're building up the momentum to actually complete the goal. Sometimes people have this overarching goal and then they wonder why it never gets completed. It's because it's too much. The goal is too much. So let's put a few milestones, a few mile markers in between that helps us reach that goal over a certain amount of time. Does that make sense? So for instance, I want to lose 15 pounds. That's my bigger goal. So maybe month 1, I want to ease my way into it. And I'm like, hey, I just want to lose 3 pounds for the month. Month 2, I might write, hey, I want to lose another 3 pounds. Month 2 comes around, I'm 6 pounds down. Okay, I'm starting to feel myself a little bit. I'm like, oh, your girl gonna lose a whole 5 pounds this 3rd month. A whole 5 pounds this 3rd month. 3rd month comes, boom, your girl is at 11 pounds. So now we're going around to month 4 and all I need to lose is 4 pounds. Goal complete. I've lost 3 pounds. I lost 5 pounds. I'm somewhere in between now. Small, actionable steps. So that's one thing. Now that we got that, while we're breaking it down into smaller steps. Next thing that you're going to do is to figure out how you're actually going to be implementing this goal into your daily, weekly, and monthly habits. So going back to my example that I started with, which is I want to lose 15 pounds. So within that, on a daily basis, I'm probably going to be watching what I eat. On a weekly basis, I'm probably going to be making sure that I'm working out 3 to 4 times within that week. I might be meal prepping on the weekends at the end of a week to prepare me for the next week. I might be getting a scale to actually measure my food. There's plenty of things that I can be doing on a daily or weekly basis, and then that takes me into my overall monthly thing. So monthly or even bi-weekly, I might be getting on the scale to see where I'm at in this whole entire process. The last part that we have here in the execution of your goal is tracking. So you need to track your progress along the way. You don't want to just set a goal, hope you get there, gets kind of close, and then you be like, oh, I was struggling for the last 3 weeks, but yet I kept doing the same old thing, getting the same old results, and somehow I'm confused as to why I'm now behind. So we're going to track our progress. You come up with how often you feel that you need to be tracked. So maybe in the beginning of your goal, you need to track a little bit more, and then once you've come up with a system or a routine that's actually working and you're doing it on an automatic basis, you don't need to track so much. Or maybe you're one of those individuals where you have all of this tenacity at the beginning of a goal and you go, and then you kind of drizzle out somewhere along the middle and you need to track yourself more leading up to the goal. You should know yourself, so you come up with how often you need to track yourself to make sure that you're staying on schedule to reach the goal at the end. First, let's talk about some useful strategies to help you either with the planning, with the assessment / tracking of it, or with the actual relevant part of your goal. Can't talk about goals without talking about SMART goals. So if you don't know what SMART goals are, they're specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals. That I feel is a starter. So what I like to then do after I have that is to use a 3-2-1 method. And the 3-2-1 method for me is you have your 3-month goal, And then you break that down into how you can achieve that goal, something that you could do on a bi-weekly basis. And then also you go down to the one being something that you can do on a daily basis. For instance, say I want to pay off a $3,000 credit card bill. So that's my 3-month goal. So things that I can do on a bi-weekly basis to help me, one might be to make sure that I'm actually staying on budget, doing a no spend. Other things might be looking at my budget to see if there's areas that I can cut back on so that I can send that money over to the debt portion of things. You might be checking your bank account, doing things like that. So another strategy that I feel is helpful is the weekly accountability. So if you guys haven't heard about the 12-week year, this is something that I got from there. So pretty much you come up with these baseline goals and then you track them on a weekly basis. So you're going to come up with a list of things that you need to do every week that's going to help you achieve your goal. So you come up with that list, and then each week you need to be at least 80% complete on that week in order to reach your goal by the end, because sometimes people fail to track how they're actually doing in the process of the goal, which is why they get to the end and they haven't made the necessary adjustments that they needed along the way in order to keep them on track. Sometimes that's putting a little bit more effort. Sometimes that's staying right where you're at because you've been doing the things that you're supposed to be doing on a consistent basis. And if you haven't caught any of my other videos, that's something that I've been telling myself and that I'm actually doing. We're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing when we said that we're going to do them. Oh, let me say that louder for the people in the back. We're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing when we said that we're going to do them. That's what we're doing. So those are 3 simple strategies that I feel have been very useful in my goal completion. Insert the word that goes there because I don't know what it is right now. We're down to the things that you should avoid while you are on this journey to achieve whatever goal you set for yourself. Number 1 being excuses and negative talk. Whew. Baby, when I tell you that if I don't want to do something, your girl is good for an excuse. Let's eliminate the amount of excuses that we tell ourselves, especially when it comes to working out. Your girl don't feel well. She on her period. Didn't get to go at the time of the day that I needed to go. I have all these other things to complete. I have work. I had to babysit. You name it, I done said it. Can't wear that. I don't look right. Like, baby, I will name an excuse. I don't like the way that these shoes feel when I walk today. That coupled in with the negative self-talk, like, we're probably trying new things. I'm going to guess that we're trying new things in order to complete this goal. So yes, there is a certain amount of time where there's a little period of you being uncomfortable. There's a certain time period where you are uncertain about something. If you're going in the right direction, if you're doing the right things. Ma'am, sir, sweetheart, sweet pop, do it. Put yourself out there and do it. And guess what? We will self-correct along the way. After the week or the second week, I keep cooking asparagus every day and I don't like it. In fact, I do actually like asparagus. Sweetheart, get something else that you're actually going to eat. Because 1, you're wasting money, and 2, you're wasting your time by cooking it. So, next thing is distractions. Limit those distractions. Ooh, I feel there's 2 times that distractions are just at an all-time high. 1 is as soon as you start something to deter you from continuing with it, and 3 is right before you reach the goal. Distractions come out like trying to prevent you trying to make you waste all that hard work that you did. We're not gonna do it. And sometimes distractions aren't as easily as recognizable as we want them to be, because they come with a little bit of fun. I like to go out. I like to be with my friends. I like to go places. I like to do things. Sometimes I have other obligations and commitments that take priority over whatever somebody suggested to me. So I need to kindly tell them why I can't participate or partake in whatever they're saying. People will understand. People will understand. And I think people will understand even more as they see you progress towards whatever goal it is that you want to achieve. And the last thing that I have for you to avoid is enjoying the journey while you're actually on it. Let's not get so fixated on the end goal that we miss out on the beauty of the actual process. It's nice to reach that end goal, but I think it's also nice to be present during the process to get you there, because I think it makes you appreciate whatever you were able to achieve even more, because you were so involved in the process that it took you to get there. I want to thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if it was helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. In the comment section below, let me know what's one goal that you hope to accomplish by the end of this quarter. And as usual, take time to enjoy your own journey, and I will catch you guys in the comments into the next video. Bye.